Break room, riding away. I got some issues, I need some space, but I'm gonna miss you. Ain't taking a break. But when I will miss you, taking a face. Yeah, hop in the break room, riding away. I got some issues, I need some space, but I'm gonna miss you. Ain't taking a break. But when I will miss you, taking a face. Hoping I'll break for it, hoping I'll change for it. But I won't play for it, just if you stay for it. Just a smile away, just a call away. I won't bore today, don't you fall to play. You want money just perfect, you say you don't deserve it, but you are worth it. My time, my time, my time. You are worth it, my time, your love.
Good morning. Welcome back to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. That's the music of Clyde Thomas, T-Mose. Let me tell you a little something about this young man. He's an up-and-coming Connecticut-based artist. His second album, Personal Problems, dropped in February this year. He dropped an album in the pandemic. His first album, I Am, was released in 2020. His first two singles, Dreamer and ABC 123, were released independently January last year. He's been a drummer since the age of 5. T-Mose has always been drawn to sophisticated rhythms and infectious beats, influenced by a wide range of musical styles from rap to rock, hip-hop to blues, reggae to jazz. His style is unique, yet firmly rooted in an East Coast vibe. He is a prolific lyricist and is currently working on a new album, On My Mind. And, you know, that's a whole lot for a young person. That's a whole lot. So he'll be on in a few minutes to talk about his music, but I kind of dig that. I could rock that in my car a little bit. An old lady could rock that a little bit in my car. That was pretty good. So so he'll be on to talk about his influences, his music, his life, his story, and all of that. And you know, and I like to see what young artists are talking about today. What's on their minds? What's the vibe? What's the 411? What's the info? Like, what's new and happening and popping? And where does he see music going? I see a lot of good stuff. I didn't watch the BET Awards the other night because I think I'm too old to watch the BET Awards now. I don't know. I think the only artist I knew was Queen Latifah. That's the only one. I did go back and watch the tribute to DMX, although I didn't know none of those rappers, but they were amazing. I mean, I knew Michael K. Williams because he did the piece, but beyond that, I don't know any of those young brothers, but they were amazing and they did DMX justice. They did him justice, and so that was heartwarming to see because he left us far too soon. But his music lives on, and prolific, iconic music, absolutely. So in a minute, I'm gonna bring on T-Mose so he could talk about his music influences, while I'm sure Harry is wrestling with the air conditioner in the studio. Harry's not going to rest until he gets that air conditioner in that window. I'm convinced. So, yeah. So, T-Mose, if you're with us, join in, jump in anytime so we can talk a little bit. I can see you. Unmute yourself.
Hi, what's on?
Good morning.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm so happy. Listen, we played your music just now. I could rock that in my car. I'm an old lady, but I could roll my windows down and pump that up through the hood a little bit. I could do it.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so how did you know you wanted to be a musician, an artist, a rapper? I mean, you're very young to be this thoughtful about all the kinds of music that you listen to.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, music has always been like a part of me. Like I don't know a single day where music like was not like the mood for me. So like I think when I was about 5 maybe, I got my first drum kit for Christmas.
The noisiest instrument on the planet.
Yeah.
I know your parents are like, okay, how's this gonna go?
Then I started getting, so I went from rock to rap and hip hop, but like rock I was sort of in the rock zone, like the rock and roll stage, because that's when the time I had the drum kit. So I was just.
So who were you listening to? Like when you say rock, like what were you trying to play, or what were you playing? What were you listening to?
So, a couple artists were Foo Fighters.
Oh yes.
I'm
young for the Foo Fighters, but okay.
They're like early on. My first concert was the Mumford & Sons when I was about like 3 years old. So I've been going to concerts since 3.
Wow.
Yeah, just sort of in that genre of what they make.
And so your parents support this, right? Because they must support it. They must support it because you're doing it. I mean, if they're taking you to a concert at 3 because you want to go, they must be like, this kid has got something. Yeah.
And then what got me into rap was so me and my dad plays guitar. So me and my dad, we used to go down in the basement, play some music together, like freestyle. And I had this idea that I wanted him to play like a couple chords and a couple notes over a drum beat that I had made. And so I took what we had, I recorded it on my phone. So I took what we had, and I had this little sample pack on my laptop. So I put the beat in there, and I just wrote some lyrics down. Like I wasn't really thinking. Like I just did whatever came to my mind. It was more like political stuff that I was writing about, and like some race stuff, and like a lot of problems in the world that needed to be fixed. And that's sort of the things I still write about today. But like, I was in the zone. Like I was ready. But
so what kind of a student were you? Like, were you a kid that played in the band? Were you that kid? Did you like? So how many instruments do you play? Because I know it's just not the drums anymore.
That I know of. I could play a little bit of piano, but like I still need like to read. Like I can't really go off on my own, but I think just that, drums and piano.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
And so do you include that? Do you include drums in your rap music? Like, or like how do you make your music part of the music that you make?
So sometimes I make my own beats, and I just do it in like Logic Pro, which a lot of people use. Mm-hmm. And what my formula is, like I do like a melody first. Like I usually play a note on the keyboard, and then just start crafting it, moving the notes to like different spots, and then I'll play it back and then try to find like a rhythm, and then I basically just make a whole beat out of it. I don't know. It's like,
okay, so when you made your first album, what was that like? What was the process? Like, well, how did you know you wanted to make this album? Like, what was the inspiration for it?
I was just sort of trying to feel how the system really works, But also, I just had a lot of songs. I had a lot. Like I write all the time. But yeah, I just wanted to make that first album just for fun, But
So you got the experience of creating an album and getting it out there, and so it prepared you for your second album that you released in February in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So now, what's different about the second album?
The second album, which is it's a more serious album,
Okay.
It involves race, justice, freedom, even some gun violence. That just a lot of problems in the world that need to be changed, which I'm trying to make a statement about. Like we all need, there's some problems that cannot be fixed, but also some problems that can be fixed, which are sort of more of the bigger ones too, which I'm trying to show people in a way that a lot of people see stuff is also through music. So that's what I'm trying to do.
So do you think deeply about these matters of race and some of the problems? I mean, You're black, whatever that means to you. But I mean, do you think about your blackness? Do you think about as a young black man in this country, I mean, there's a target on your back everywhere you go. Do you feel that pressure? Do you feel that sense of unsafeness? I mean, I have two sons, so I think about these things deeply too.
More so when I'm like really thinking about it, but other times I'm just like, I'm
gonna live my life.
Yeah.
Okay. But it does influence your music and your artistry.
Oh yeah. So a couple songs on the second album, I'm talking about myself, sort of, but also I'm talking about myself in someone else's perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
wow. So, do you have any romance songs? Do young people of your cohort, do y'all have romance songs, love songs? Can you have a rap love song, or because you sing? Sing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we do, but it's like for for the culture. It's not like sometimes they're not even serious, but like sometimes they actually, like, some of the songs do happen. So they're like it's like a story. Like, the songs are like based off of true events. So
the second album feels more like is more of a serious album. And so what makes it more of a serious album? Did you like what do I hear when I listen to this album?
So the album is called Personal Problems. So by personal, I mean like similar, like it's supposed to confuse your mind, like like a trick, but it actually means that if someone feels alone, you're not alone, because people go through these things also. So it's sort of like when you hear it, you would think like nothing of it. It's just another teenage boy making music, trying to make it big. But if you really think about it, in like hear the lyrics, you understand like some struggles like I've been through, what I've seen people go through, And yeah.
Hmm. And so, has it been helpful to sort of write your
Oh,
feelings
yeah.
and your story? I mean, has it been how
Hmm.
has it been helpful?
It feels like I'm getting like a lot off my chest, but
Hmm.
like I don't have to, like I'm not afraid of it, you know, like it's like a secret that you don't want to tell anybody, but it's different for like making music because I can tell people, but they they wouldn't know that it's actually, you know, a thing that's happened or happening, you know.
Mm. Wow, that's very wise. That's very wise. So who are you listening to these days? Like if I was there right now and I check your playlist, what's on your
Uh-huh.
playlist?
Well, so currently I so going back to the question that you asked, uh what got me into rap is that it's so for like my age group and my, you know, generation, rap and hip hop are sort of like a big thing right now.
Hmm.
So what I do is I listen to some rappers that are like really, you know, popular, and so I try to listen to what they're doing or like read some lyrics that they are writing, um and try to, you know, try to make my own creation out of theirs. So but basically I just listen to them, and you know, like Lil Baby or uh
Now there's a little baby, and the
uh
baby.
yeah,
Those two different people,
yeah, those are
two
two
different
different people.
babies,
Yeah,
and Migos, and
yeah, Amigos, and
uh, I like Cardi B.
mhm.
Are you a Cardi B fan?
I want to say a fan, but I've heard some of her stuff.
Okay, because there's not too many women doing the rap game,
Yeah.
or I don't know, are there?
I the only yeah I think there's only like 5% doing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you listening to any of them?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't. I mean,
okay,
I
T-Mose, I'm gonna challenge you to find you some women rappers and listen to them. So, what other kind of music do you listen to?
um going. I just listen to like the stuff I said before, like Foo Fighters, Mumford and Sons, Nirvana,
Hmm.
uh,
Those are good.
yeah, and maybe sometimes I get into some R&B, but I don't know too many artists. I just yeah.
But what your parents play at the house? Do they play music at the house?
Yeah, they play some reggae and Bob Marley, you know.
Okay, that's good
Uh
stuff.
yeah, and a lot of those songs or a lot of those artists I try to, you know, um give some shout outs to, like in my music,
Hmm.
or like or like things that they do that inspire me. I try to critique into my music and my artistry. So
Okay, so where do you hope to go with your music? Like, what is the dream? And I know it's
honest,
ever evolving, so you know.
yeah, you know, a lot of people say like, oh, they don't care about fame or don't care about the money, but when they really do. So what I I personally I don't care at all. I just want my messages, you know, to go out to the world so they can actually, you know, like understand what's going on, you know, so they won't be so blinded. That's what I'm saying. So like if I say I don't care about the fame, I don't care about money, someone might say that I actually do when it comes time, but like no, I'm not like that.
Well, make sure you get paid what you're worth, though. Like I need
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
I need you to care enough to like don't sign your life
No,
away.
but yeah.
Own your stuff, and don't give away. Don't be so quick to give it away for a record deal.
Well, yeah. But like no, I still have those stuff, but I just wouldn't, care as much. Yeah.
You're not doing it for the money.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for the money. So, all right. So, so you got this second album. What's the? Do you have any favorite songs on the album? Favorite cuts on the album? Can you even say that?
Let's see. So like some songs that are popular, I like. So like a lot of songs that are my favorite of mine seem to be like the most popular. Like on the second album, there's Outsiders, President, and I think there's one more, but I forget.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, do you tour? Are you touring?
No,
have
no,
you started touring? No.
Mm-mm.
Have you played live anywhere yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? I mean, I know we're in a pandemic, so nothing has been open, but now things are starting to open up. So.
No, I signed in for the. I got. I did the arts and call thing, but I didn't perform.
Okay. Okay, and you didn't perform because?
No one booked me.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's because you probably knew, and you're like, oh, I'm not so sure. I don't know. Had I known, I would have booked you. You'd have come over here and played on the porch. I would have enjoyed. I still might just book you now. Shoot, just to see what you can do. So you sing too?
A little bit. I wouldn't consider myself as a singer though, but
you can sing.
Yeah, a little bit.
So now, do you have you graduated high school yet? Yes.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
So do you go to college to further your musical appreciation or musical understanding? Is that a path?
No, I was thinking more. I do a lot of music video and film editing, so I'm thinking about doing film school.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Good.
No, a little both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
So you make your own videos.
Mhm.
And you edit them.
Mhm.
And then do you get all your friends to be in them too, or what? Like, how does that go?
I usually have my friends record them.
Oh. So you call them up and say, listen, I got this idea for a video.
Yeah.
I need your help. And they just what? Okay, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
That's some good friends. That's some good friends. So the last concert you went to, I mean, before the pandemic.
Yeah. What was it? I don't even remember. But shoot, I don't even remember.
I know. I feel the same way. It feels like it was such a long time ago that we could go to a concert, and Parliament and Funkadelic were at the college music hall the other night, and I was so torn. But I was on the green for the Arts and Ideas Festival. I love live music, so any chance I get to see people perform live, I try to go see them.
Yeah.
So as the world opens up, do you think you'll start performing your music live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about the third album.
The third one?
Because I know you're working on it, right? Is it finished, or are you still working out the tracks?
I'm still working on it.
Okay. So what should we think about this one? What's the story about the third one?
It's sort of a similar feel to the second one. Mm-hmm. But it's more like melodic.
Well, it sounds like your music is very personal to you.
Yeah.
Very personal.
Yeah.
And so would you say that these albums tell a story? Each one tells its own story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
people like that. Yes. Okay. So I know your first two singles, Dreamer and ABC 123,
Hmm.
were released last January.
I I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe in 2019. I think.
Okay. Before the pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's it like? What's it like having your music out there, and have you heard the response? Like, what are people saying?
Uh.
Like, what do your friends say? Do they dig it?
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I don't really hear much. But it's almost kind of weird having my music out because it's like, I just did this. It's out there in the world. People are listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's actually one song that I posted on SoundCloud that has like 170 views right now, and it just keeps going up every day. So,
And that's got to make you feel like what?
I don't I don't know. People are like, I'm getting a lot of attraction. So
Well, that's what you want, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a little
Yeah.
unnerving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me what your writing life is like. So you say you write every single day. So
Yeah.
do you keep a notebook by your bed? Do you keep a notebook on you? Or are you one of these people that talks into their phone and it dictates?
Yeah, I write on my phone.
Really?
Yeah. Basic if I have an idea, if I'm like out, I just, that's the only thing I use.
Okay. And
So,
that's
like,
because it keeps you from losing it,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so when you go back and look at stuff, do you like how critical are you of your work?
So sometimes I'll be having problems with like fitting things I want to talk about, like it's too many words or too many syllables to, but overall it only takes me like probably 1 to 3 tries.
Okay. But you don't say, "Oh, I hate this," and throw it away. You say, like, "I put it on the back burner. I might need it for something else."
Yeah, I always keep the old ones. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. That's very wise.
Mhm.
That's very wise, because you never know when you might want it for something else.
Mhm.
So okay, so you're writing every single day.
Yeah.
You're working on this third album. And so what do you want people to know about you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because there's a lot, but it doesn't, I'm not sure.
That's a good answer, actually. That's because you're young, and you can grow into, and you can shape what part of public consumption you want people to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not just throwing yourself out there, and they just have all of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick and choose the parts of yourself that you want to share.
Yeah.
So do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
No? Girls like musicians, or boys. People like musicians. No? Are you shy?
No, I'm not shy, but I'm pretty quiet. So
Okay.
like I can, but I don't really tell that many people that I make music.
No?
So, no.
And why?
Because
the secret's gonna get out. It's getting out.
I mean, like a few people know, and they might, tell their friends, but like, I don't know. I'm not I'm pretty social, but I can not be social when I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sort of in and out, but.
So tell me about your parents, because they seem to be very supportive and excited about what you're doing. And
Mhm.
that, to me, I think is critical to any success when you have people who want to raise you up into what you want to do.
So it started with the the first time I wrote a rap over the beat me and my dad made. So my mom recorded it, and she played it back for me. And I was like, oh shoot, I could really do something with this. You know, I could.
Wow.
Yeah. So since then, like we were from New Jersey and we moved here to Connecticut, and like 4 or 5 years ago.
Mhm.
But since we moved, I've been making like a lot of songs, but like they weren't like serious as like now. So I was just like making them for fun. But then something hit me, and I was like, maybe actually I could put a message out, you know, like show a lot of people.
So do you have siblings? You have brothers and sisters, cousins, aunties? You're an
Yeah.
only child?
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. That's good. That's all right. All right.
How much
So
how much of your music is clean?
Because we won't play it.
You gotta
You know-
you gotta send clean tracks to Babz, clean tracks, and I'll throw it on, you know, the rotation over here as some of our music.
Yeah.
And
You have clean tracks?
Yeah,
I do.
this way you could be heard in New Haven. People catch your songs. So
Yeah, then we'll play you. We'll put you in our rotation because we play music all the time on our station, and we play all local artists. So we'd love to put you in our rotation. But you know, we got clean stuff because
Yeah.
FCC will yell at us. And so before we wind this down, I mean, is there some do you think about the lyrics? I mean, of course you think about the lyrics, but when you come across a lyric that might get you that parental warning, I mean, do you think, oh, maybe I should rethink this? I'm just trying to understand how folks, how young people or anybody writes their music.
So the way I think of it as like, you know, it's part of like the art, you know, the creation, but I don't really swear if it's absolutely necessary. Like,
I like that. Me too, Clyde. I only swear when it's absolutely, and that seems to be all the time.
yeah, we slip up on it all the time. We slip up.
So what do you do for fun? Before I let you go, what's a fun day for you? Like when you're not writing music and studying and doing all the things, what do you like to do?
I usually go in my backyard, you know, shoot the basketball. I go out with my friends, you know, hang out. Probably go on a very long bike ride or skateboard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
That's enough, don't you think? In between all this writing you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so when school starts back in September, what grade are you going to?
9th.
Okay. So you are just starting your high school career.
All
right. So are you going to participate in artistic things in school?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. Because that's how people will get to know you. You know. So. All right. So anything else you want to say before we go?
I don't know.
I think you did great for your first interview. For your first conversation. I appreciate it. You're very
Thank
poised, very wise, and we like your music, so we're gonna play it as much as we can. So, So yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What you got to do in the future is practice in the mirror.
Mhm.
I mean, there's some common questions that are going to be asked all the time. Be ready for the common ones, and then I could tell you're a little bit of an introvert. So yeah, you just got to be ready. Preparation is
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah. So I think you're fine, and I so appreciate your time this morning. And I want
Thank
you
you.
to come back when the third album drops, so we can
Okay.
talk more about that and play it.
Mhm.
And I want you to enjoy your summer, and I can't wait to see what else you do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is Clyde Thomas, T-Mose. And what's the Mose about?
Basically my last name, but it's
Okay.
a weird way.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Everybody's got to have their thing, and that's a good thing. Thank you, T-Mose.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank your parents for me for letting you come on. And we're gonna play us out with your music. Is that his music, Harry?
Yeah, this is Break Room.
Okay. I like it. Oh, I can ride this down the Ave with my top down and the music blasting.
Hop in the break room, riding away. I got some
Hey.
issues I need.
You've been listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. See ya!
Oh, one last thing, Harry. He and I go to the same salon. So I had to put that in, T-Mose. I had to say it. So we go to Harris K, and because he's got those beautiful dreadlocks, and I've got purple hair. So we go to the same salon. So shout out to Harris K, and that's how I met him, and that's how I met his mom at the intersection of cool and hip over there at Harris K.
Hey, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yes, gotta take care. And he's got beautiful hair, so.
Take care of your hair.
So we have that in common. So I'm cool. I'm super cool now because we go to the same salon.
Alright.
Thank you so much, my dear.
Thank you for having me.
Love define you, I confide you, help me shine when I don't mind. Break room, riding away. I got some issues, I need some space. I'm gonna miss you, ain't taking a break. When I will miss you, taking a break. Now hop in the break room, riding away. I got some issues, I need some space. I'm gonna miss you, ain't taking a break. When I will miss you, taking a break. I'll show a little clearer now. Everything I feel it, don't really feel it.
Bye.